Okay, today we are looking at the new electric scooter from Moon Scooters. Now, it's a little bit dirty, as you can see, just because of like some snow and slush the past couple days. There's a little bit of it drying over there. So I'm just gonna take a quick walk around of the scooter, just point out some of its features, and then we'll get started riding it. So first thing to talk about is the display here. Now, this is controlled by the one button. It's a big button, so you can use gloves to control it as well. But that'll take it out of its different modes. Press it once, eco mode, drive, sport mode. Press it twice, turn on the headlight, and then press it twice to turn it off. And that's basically it. Then you can also see your speed in miles per hour on there. Second off is this actually comes with turn signals, believe it or not. So these will light up while it is running. And it only has reverse turn signals. It doesn't obviously do anything in the front. There's no extra lights here or anything. So there's just the headlight in front, which is actually pretty decently bright. People can see me coming. I've ridden this for about a month now, and I really like this scooter. And then this is the accelerator. It's not so comfortable to use if you're trying to go like halfway, because you end up just like pushing it back and forth. But that's what's great about the modes, is that you can have it like switch to the different mode, so then you can just switch what your max speed is, because you just want to have this throttle all the way down when you're pushing it, because it's kind of annoying to hold at half speed, because it's just really sensitive. Next up, we got the bell. I don't use it that often. I don't really ride on sidewalks a lot, and cars really can't hear anything like that. Then the brakes. So this is one brake lever that controls the regenerative brakes in the back, and then in the front we actually have drum brakes. Something special for this scooter, actually. It's a little bit bigger, so it has some bigger tires. It goes a little bit faster, about 15 miles an hour. It's more powerful, and it has a drum brakes which are actually adjustable with this bolt right here. You can screw that to tighten it or loosen it, depending on how tight you want your brakes to be. The suspension as well, I'm told, can be possibly adjusted in the shop. So not to be adjusted outside the shop. This is dangerous. Other features. I think that is the majority of the features that the scooter has. Some of the specs we're looking at is this scooter weighs about 48 pounds. So you are not going to be really carrying this up any stairs anytime soon, or carrying it anywhere really. It's very much a main scooter. I mean, it's gonna be hard to put this in a car, take it out, and then ride it. It's kind of obnoxious, like the size of it. So it's really more of a commuting scooter. Like, this is going to be your main thing to ride. You're going to park this in your house and you're going to drive it to where you need to go. You're not going to be taking this with you as much. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's give this a shot. I'm going to flip it in eco mode, give a quick test about how fast it can go. You gotta push a little bit to get started. Alright, looks like in eco mode it's topping me out at 11 miles an hour. It's kind of braking so that I won't go any faster than that. Cool beans. Okay. Switch it to drive, or whatever this is, second mode. Okay, a little bit faster here. Okay, this thing's topping me out at 15 miles per hour. That's about as fast as it'll let me go in eco mode. All right, cool. Braking, great. very smooth. All right, let's flip to sport mode, or third speed mode. Go back the other way and give this a shot. All right, so we're about 16 miles per hour here. So I think my theory here with sport mode is that it just won't limit your speed, because when I'm driving in the other modes, I can feel like I hit something and then like the motor won't won't let me go faster. It kind of brakes a little bit, it feels like. But in sport mode, it doesn't feel like the motor's stopping me from going any faster. So eco mode stops about 11 miles per hour, and then drive stops at 15 miles an hour. Won't let you go faster. So while I'm riding to my car, I do a quick car trunk test. Just wanted to so while I'm heading over to my car, do a quick car trunk test. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the company, Moon Scooters. So they're actually a really cool company because they help provide affordable movement to people that can't exactly afford to drive a car, can't get a license for whatever reason, and so they make people able to be mobile, get to the jobs they need to get to, help people that are using public transportation, stuff like that. Definitely a cool social venture right there. Definitely helps with people that maybe don't have a place to live, so they can get the place they need to go. Definitely cool what they're doing there. And they also help college students who don't have cars as well, because it's pretty hard to navigate some of these towns, cities that are pretty spread out, like they're built around the car. And so when you have absolutely no way, because when walking is your only mode of transportation, you have to go a mile or 2 miles to get where you're going. It's not going to work out. And so this company is pretty cool. They have pretty good rates, about $50 a month, which comes out to like $2 a day to rent these scooters. So that's pretty good. I mean, honestly, I think they're doing something really special here. And I think they've got really good technology, good support as well. So yeah, overall, very impressed with the scooter, how it rides. I've been riding for a few weeks now, and I was not paid for this review either. I did rent this scooter with my own money, just so I could give you guys a good review of this scooter and say, hey, is it actually even worth it to have? And I can definitely say that it is. If you need to get places and you don't want to take a car and there's no parking, then this will definitely be super useful. I think for me, it's at least been that useful. And so I definitely appreciate what the company's doing. Okay, so now that we're in my car, we're just gonna sit here, open up the trunk, and then I'll show you where some of the flaws of this scooter come in the fact that it is so good at what it does, being a good commuter scooter, nice beefy suspension, big tires, powerful motor. With all of that, it's got to be a little bit bigger, and because of that, we run into the problem of, if you want to put this in a car to help you commute, it's not going to be easy. If you want to take it on a train or a bus, it'll be fine, it'll be easy. You just carry it up a few flights of stairs. It's heavy, but it's not so unwieldy that you have to need two people to carry it. It's not a team lift kind of thing. Alright, so to fold the scooter, now this is not super difficult. So basically you just come over here, click this button, click it, pop it off, super easy, fold, and then you lift up this little flap thing here, and then you use the hook that's right here on the scooter, and you hook it onto the little eye hole right there. All right, now this, then you just pick it up. Like I said, it's kind of heavy, about 40 to 50 pounds. You can do a workout with this. Now, when I stick the scooter into my trunk, it does kind of sort of fit. Now, first off, this is not gonna fit when like the door closes, so I'd have to flip this on its side somehow. So you can start to see where this is turning into an issue. So turn it. Yeah, I'd have to pull it back out, and then somehow, yeah, it's a big scooter. I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Now, if my trunk was just a little bit like deeper, then it would easily fit. You know, I do have a small car. It is a it's a 08 Legacy, and I bet if you had a bigger car, say even a Camry like this one, you could probably fit it in. Obviously a minivan you could, but on my car specifically, it's gonna be an issue to kind of fit it in. So that seemed to do the trick. So it's in, but as you can see, it takes up my entire trunk in here. I'm not fitting much of anything else in there. So that's thing number one. That's this. If there's any flaw with the scooter, it's just that its size and weight are big. So you can get this onto the bus. You can get this onto the train. You can ride this to work. But the problem is, I mean, this isn't everybody's problem, obviously, but you just can't put it in a car. I mean, a small car. So, yeah, but that's about that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for one of the other scooters that there are. Oh, there it is. There's my boy. Yeah, so I just wanted to really quick compare these two scooters because, well, you see here, we have the Moon scooter, obviously, and here we have a Link scooter. It may be different in whatever town that you're in, but here in Provo, these happen to be the most common scooter around. Now, these are ones that you scan with your phone and you just find them around the town, and then you can drive them by unlocking them with a code, paying money, and with their app. So basically what happens here is that you pay about $1 to start them, and then I think it's about 30 cents every minute that you use it afterwards. So that can get pretty pricey pretty quickly. I mean, it was an 8-minute trip on this scooter to get where I am right now from my apartment. And when we think about that, that's about, I don't know, that's about $5 or so, I'd say. Minute get started, 30 seconds. So there is that. I'm sorry about this road noise, by the way, but I'm already set up here. But this scooter only costs $2 every day to use it. So if you use it every day, this makes a lot more sense to ride than this, just price-wise. Now, if you look at them, these scooters are very similar in a lot of ways. You got the suspension, kind of beefy. Again, beefy suspension, big tires, and I'd say the Link scooter is just a little bit longer than the Moon scooter. I don't know if you can see it, tell with the fisheye, but this is definitely see the size difference on these guys. Now this does not have turn signals obviously in the back. I don't know what the brake system they have on the front is, but this also doesn't have any other modes to go slower or faster. Just has the one throttle and 2 brakes. I don't know, I think both brakes do the same thing. It's just if you're left or right-handed. I think it's a design thing. But overall, if you are not going to be driving every day, maybe once a month, twice a month, just with your friends, oh hey, let's take a scooter and ride over here, this would make a lot more sense. But if you're a regular commuter that needs one of these to get to work, get where you're going, I don't know, you have doctor's appointments, this is definitely the best option. If you're making at least 1 trip a week, this still makes more sense than buying one of these, because at that point this is just too expensive to ride. So yeah, overall that is the main comparison between these two scooters.